Hello, Internet. It is Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel. Episode 211. It has been like 2.5 weeks, I think, since the last canceled episode. So it's been a minute, and I was actually enjoying that period of time. But then some stuff was popping up, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just save that for a video down the line. I don't want to talk about it right now. But then today, more stuff happened. Substantial stuff happened. I'm like, well, I guess I have no choice. So, like, it feels like I'm doing this more and more frequently. I'm gonna have to split this into two parts again. So, this part, 211, the one you're watching right now, is going over all the Paramount stuff, exclusively Paramount stuff, because a lot of it happened today. And I feel like, enough happened where I'm like, okay, that can be its own episode. And then 212 will be everything not Paramount related, Paddington 3 and everything else. All right, that's the plan. So, good, good. All right, let's talk about Mission Possible 8 because I feel like I've talked about this movie and its predecessor way too many times on this channel, and now I gotta do it again because Mission Impossible 8 got delayed. Again, I swear to God, these Dead Reckoning movies are cursed. Like, just. Fate is just refusing to let these movies open when they're supposed to. Because these movies, because Dead Reckoning is part one, part two, they had to deal with COVID. Now they gotta deal with strikes. Like, it is the worst luck. But Mission Impossible 8, Dead Reckoning Part 2, whatever you want to call it, got delayed by a whole year. Instead of coming out next June 28th, it's coming out May 23rd, 2025. Yeah. A whole damn year. Oof. So, and the reason for that is because Dead Reckoning Part 2 isn't done yet. It hasn't been completed yet. It needs to restart production. And because of the actor strike, that can't happen. So, like, what do? I mean, obviously, Paramount is not going to risk, like, rushing towards the finish line. That's a terrible idea. That wouldn't work. That logistically, that just wouldn't work out for anyone. So, it'd be more wise to just delay it by a year. That way, you have time to finish it properly and make it the best movie it can be. Makes sense. But still, this is hella annoying because we just got Dead Reckoning Part 1 and everyone loved that movie, even though it kind of tanked at the box office, mainly because it had the worst timing ever, opening a week before Barbenheimer. And I will say, not Barbenheimer, Oppenheimer, just Oppenheimer alone, that killed Mission Impossible 7. It did. You can't argue against that. You can't argue with me against that. Like, that's what happened. Like, that's exactly what happened. So, I don't know how Paramount feels about Mission Impossible 8 right now. I imagine they were originally like super duper giddy about 7 because, Top Gun Maverick, another Tom Cruise flick, was like huge, massive, 1.4 billion, a stupid success. So I imagine their hopes were very high for Mission Impossible 7, and boy, it did it did not work out. So Mission Impossible 8, I suspect they're feeling just a little bit nervous about it. And I feel like whatever plans they have for this year, they're like, okay, maybe we should end it now and just be done in order to avoid another potential disappointment. I don't know. But yeah, for all you Mission Impossible fans, I know this sucks a lot. I mean, you guys have had it rough for the last few years. I feel bad for all of you. But when it comes out, it should be great realistically. So, yeah, but yeah, another delay from Mission Impossible 8 or Dead Reckoning Part 2. And I know the article mentions Deadpool 3. That's not official. Disney has not officially said anything about it, so I'm not going to dedicate a video to it. Not yet, anyway. I have to wait until Disney actually says something. Till they say something, I'm not saying anything. Okay. So I just wanted to mention that because it was the first thing listed on the article. Okay, but that's not all. It's not just Mission Impossible. Nope. Quiet Place Day 1 took Mission Impossible's old date of June 28th, 2024. It's supposed to come out March 8th, but now it's coming out June 28th. So it's a summer movie again, just like part 2. So yeah, I mean it's probably for the best. March was hella crowded, like way too crowded for its own good. I feel like moving away from that was a good call. And I was looking at summer 2024. Summer 2024, that's going to change dramatically. Like it's gonna like what you're seeing right now, that's not gonna happen. It's just not. It'd be impossible for it to happen. So yeah, so yeah, things are gonna be very fluid when it comes to summer 2024. But day one coming out in that date, I mean, seems like a good enough date. And Quiet Place is a big IP for Paramount. Kind of came out of nowhere. Fun fact: the same year the first Quiet Place came out, Mission Impossible Fallout came out. Same year, same year. Now here we are again talking about both movies here, which were both supposed to come out the same year, but that's not happening now. So yeah, but Quiet Place Day 1, I'm interested in it. I know it's a prequel. I know it doesn't have Emily Blunt and her or any of the other main characters in the other two movies. I know there's supposed to be a proper Quiet Place Part 3, and a last I checked, they were aiming for 2025, which is possible. Seems possible. It could happen, but I don't know. We'll see. It will probably be a long time before Paramount even talks about that. But yeah, Quiet Place Day 1 is going to be coming out next summer, so that's something to look forward to, I guess. And what else? If the movie directed by John Krasinski, speaking of Quiet Place, John Krasinski's directing this, which stars Ryan Reynolds. That was supposed to come out May 24th. It's now coming out May 17th. So literally by a week, so it's not really a big deal. So it's not coming out Memorial Day weekend, which has, Furiosa, Garfield, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So you avoid that competition for like 1 week. You get 1 week of just bliss, and then you get crushed by everything else. Which I guess is better than just being crushed by everything else right out of the gate. So, yeah, but I have no opinion on this movie. I don't even know what it's about. So, like, yeah, I just have no opinion. And last, and I guess not least, the untitled SpongeBob movie, the fourth one, is supposed to come out May 23rd, 2025, but now that's been taken over by Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2. And now that SpongeBob movie is coming out December 19th, 2025. So it's now a Christmas movie. It's going to go up head to head with Avatar 3, an untitled Warner Brothers movie. What that movie is, I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, or eventually. But yeah, I have no real opinion on this either. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if it'll do that well. I mean, I know the last SpongeBob movie, was it Sponge on the Run? I forgot what it was called. I think it was that. That was obviously screwed over very hard by COVID. So maybe this new one will do what, I don't know. I don't even know what it's about. I feel like making 4 SpongeBob movies is really pushing it. I'm like, you're fine with like 3, 4. I feel like you're going too far. But this is Paramount. They want to squeeze every dollar they can out of SpongeBob. So yeah. But that's all the Paramount stuff. So yeah. So now it's time to play that favorite game. What will happen next? I mean, I don't know. anymore. I mean, October is pretty much done, so no point talking about that. November, everything here should release. I mean, there's no like if the studios were like so, I guess, worried about like the strikes, they would have moved all these movies, but they didn't. They're staying put. So, like, okay, I guess we'll see what happens. And then you got December, Bike Riders, scratch that off. Um, let's see, there's there's Wonka, Aquaman 2, Migration. There's way too many movies coming out in late December. Too many. It's overwhelming. Like I don't think it's gonna work out. But yeah. Then you got Whitebird. They still haven't announced. Just pushed out to 2024. I mean, just do it. What's stopping you? Then you got January. It's whatever. Then you got February. Whatever again. There's Lisa Frankenstein. I'll talk about that in episode 212. Uh, trying to find. There's March. Quiet Place Day 1. That's gone. Gone to June. And yeah, just looking at March, you can tell it's a very crowded month. So definitely for the best it got out of there. Then you got April. Then you got May. I know Deadpool 3 that's been unofficially delayed. But again, won't talk about it until Disney says something. There's If moving up the 17th, which was an empty slot for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. And then you got June. Uh, I'm not too confident in Inside Out 2 sticking the landing. Same goes for the Bad Boys 2. Actually, wait, that might survive because I only had like a week of filming left to do. And once the actor strike is over, that week of filming, it shouldn't take long. It really shouldn't. So maybe that might be fine. Now, Dead Reckoning Part 2, that won't be fine. That got moved to 2025. You already know that. And that slot has now been taken by A Quiet Place Day 1. And they got like July, you got all these. I don't see Venom 3 making it at all. No shot. Now, Captain America Brave New World. I've heard rumblings that could move back to May because that movie has finished filming. It finished filming right before the actor strike started. So it has a chance to not get pushed back. But we'll see. And then you got August. It's whatever. Then you got September, October, November, December. And they got all these movies that I don't even know anymore. The only one I really, really care about is Beyond the Spider-Verse, but it will be years before we get that. And that is disappointing, but you know what? I'll live with it. I'm hoping the animators have enough time and they're not treated like garbage so they can make the movie truly great. But yeah, there's all the 2024 movies in the ether, and then you got 2025, Paddington, Peru. I'll talk about the next episode. All these other movies, Exorcist, Deceiver. Ooh, after Believer, I don't think Universal's gonna be very confident in Deceiver anymore. I feel like that might get pushed back for rewrites, just to redo the whole thing, because Believer was received so poorly. Um, then you got May. There's the SpongeBob movie that got moved to December, and now that's the spot for Dead Reckoning Part 2. Then you got June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And Avatar 3, the same day the SpongeBob 4 movie comes out, so yeah. And that's it for the next 2 years, so yeah. So yeah, as I already mentioned, the next episode will be 212, all the non-Paramount stuff, so look forward to that. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage, all previous cancel episodes on Man the Channel. It's now 211 episodes, soon to be 212. So if you want to watch any of them from beginning to now, I want to binge them all from beginning to now, I highly encourage you to do that, so go do it. There's also box office predictions, where I predict box office for movies this weekend. I'm apparently doing 5 movies. That is going to suck ass. Because the only one I actually want to talk about is Five Nights at Freddy's. The rest of these movies, like, why are they even here? Like, it's frustrating. But I guess stay tuned for all those videos. But if you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. For this year and any other years I've been doing this, you want to watch them, go right ahead. And there's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. October recap, that'll come out the first week of May. I'll publish that video before the Marvels comes out. Let's just say that. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos on Man the Channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.